completely feral. Frankly unhinged behaviour. So apologies for that. Love?
Hi, my name is Melissa and I'm a professional soul singer. Today we're going to be discovering...
Good day to you, my dudes. How on earth have you been? I hope whatever you've been up to, you've been surrounded by friends, tasty beverages and good music. As you can hear, potentially in the background, someone seems to be trepanning a human skull across the road. So apologies for that. Welcome back to another Soul Singer Discovers. Today, we're going to be discovering frankly unhinged behaviour. I'm very excited about this one, mostly because I've seen snippets of this band, and every snippet I've seen has been feral, completely feral. But before we get into it, it's time for another Metalhead musings. Today's Metalhead musing comes from Lemmy Gibbler. I think that's how you say it. Lemmy says, "Damn, now I have to unsubscribe. I don't care if you're fat and your accent is charming, but I don't have to listen to you mock my faith. Look forward to being on your next video trashing the people who took the time to watch your content." Okay, let's get into it. Here's the thing, Lemmy. I make no qualms about the fact of the matter is, on my channel, the channel you're on right now, Lemmy, consuming content for nothing, will always be completely honest about my opinions. And if I'm not brutally honest, I'm diplomatically honest. If you're looking for the kind of reaction channel where people just tell you your favourite songs are awesome and run around the room like they've just seen a wheel for the first time, it's just not going to happen here. Secondly, I reserve the right to have an opinion. I live in an incredibly sectarian country where Christianity causes casual violence. So you'll forgive me if I have a somewhat detrimental opinion, but it is mine and I have a right to one. And I appreciate everyone that comes to watch my channel. I really do. It makes me feel warm and cosy inside. I think I've made some actual bona fide friends here. But you know what, Lemmy? Godspeed to you. I hope you have a wonderful day, even if you are a crybaby. Today we're discovering Strapping Young Lad. Ayo, Strapping Young Lad is for surezies being asked for in the comments countless times. Mostly because Devin Townsend, I have nothing but respect for. I think he is an impossibly talented man. When someone showed me, I think it was Levi, showed me the origin story, initially I couldn't quite get over the haircut, if I'm honest. That's a man who could not give a f***. Not a single f***. And Levi did show me a video of Devin just introducing himself and introducing songs. Just a compilation. Like no music, just Devin talking on stage.
So ladies and gentlemen, stick this in your f***ing cocks! F*** you all and your ugly mother! Bury your heads, you ingrates!
So let's get into it. This is actually an official video for the song Love? ? Love? Let's get down to it. This is Strapping Young Lad with Love. Boop. Evil Dead reference! Yes!
Is a way
Pausing. They had me at an Evil Dead reference. You could do so many terrible things art-wise, but if you somehow relate it back to the Evil Dead, I'll be like, I'll buy that. Actually, I'm looking at getting an Evil Dead poster for this wall. It was Evil Dead or Aliens, I can't decide. Or maybe some really horrifying B-side horror movie. I love... Pumpkinhead. If you haven't seen Pumpkinhead, what have you been doing? Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. It grooves along nicely. It's a lot more screaming than I'm used to with Devon, because of course with Devon I'm used to hearing things like Why, which has all of that in it, but it's very almost operatic of him doing the why. He's obviously not doing that here. Love is a feeling. What a lyric. I like the groove of it. I like the rhythm of it. I can hear that whilst it is a lot more grungy in the recording and it is a lot heavier with the guitars, I can still hear harmony. And I think one of the things that Devon is incredibly good at is writing provocative and surprising harmonies that you just aren't expecting. So far, I love. Let's keep going. Boop. Wow. Jesus. That was really beautiful. The ba 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 ba. Genuinely, it's always so smart with Devon. He can make the heaviest, grungiest music incredibly melodic, and I think that's always been something that's put me off of going into metal and having a look around, is that I treasure melodic music. Melodies, I mean, I'm a singer, so of course it is. I play piano and guitar. Melodies are very important to me. And metal music, before I started listening to it, I was like, well, there's probably not going to be a lot of melodies there for me, which means I'm going to be probably quite turned off by a lot of it. Nothing can be further from the truth. There's so much, there's a lot of rich melody and harmony, and the harmonies are always incredibly impressive. That long ass scream that Devon did in the middle there, that wah, and it went on and on and on and on and on. Long notes, I've talked about this very briefly before. Very, very long notes are not necessarily super difficult. It's all about being economic with your breath, and you kind of have to visualize it as a circle a lot of the time when you go to do a very long note. Ba, you have to just think about your breath on a circle to try and keep it going, and it's being economic with the volume, being economic so that you can continue on right to the end of something. And the difference being with singing an incredibly long note with distortion, you're adding another technical ability into the already technical thing that you're doing. And the more technique that you add, the harder something becomes and the more air that it requires. And that was a long ass scream. And it was a proper feral one as well. Devon's an incredibly talented vocalist. It's amazing to me that he's managed to maintain not only his scream and his fry, but also his melodic voice for years and years and years and years. It's totally doable because you can absolutely do it healthily, but he's one of the textbook examples of how you can maintain both sides of that voice healthily for an extended period of time. Because, you know, Devon's melodic voice on certain songs that he does, it's not even just that it's melodic, some of it's operatic in its girth, in its weight, in its timbre. Oh, let's keep going. Oh! Outstanding. At the end there was just a wall of sound. It was a cacophony of noise. I imagine it's incredibly difficult to record incredibly heavy bands. I don't know, maybe if it was a stylistic choice to make the end part of that song an incredible wall, like, because parts of it are quite muddy, but depending on how grungy you want your band to be, that's absolutely a stylistic choice that I support. I also love that the whole way through, like, obviously the chorus was kind of ba 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 and all very sort of melodic, but the verse was that and the kick drum copying it. Yeah, I'm here for that, for surezies. I just love the combination of those two vibes. A very sort of like reaching melodic chorus with a grungy, groovy verse. And again, Devon going in for that crazy long scream. If I had a hat, sir, I would take it off to you. What do you think of Strapping Young Lad? Do you own a skullet? What do you think of this song? Do you like The Evil Dead? What horror poster should I put on my wall? For these and far more interesting questions, please stick around. As always, thank you guys for all of your comments. I really do love reading them. You're all sarcastic. As always, thank you to my patrons also. Until next time, my dudes, go forth and be in love.